What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Real. So in today's video, I want to show you guys this one bomb play that's gonna bomb every single coverage in Madden 23. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go in and sub and turn on post notifications on. So I do need y'all to do me a favor. First and foremost, I am in the Patriots offensive playbook. Again, I'm in the Patriots offensive playbook. Now, this particular trick tight end play can be found, I believe, in the Raiders playbook is the other one, and I think there's one more, but let me know in the comments if I missed one. And also, the way I'm gonna do this video is the first half of this is gonna be next gen, and then the second half is gonna be current gen. So those of you guys always ask me, hey, does this work for current gen, or hey, does this work for next gen? I may start doing my videos like this, so please, if you do enjoy the layout of this video, please drop a like on the video, because that's the only way that I know, or drop a comment, let me know. And also, I may forget, so if you watch this video kind of early, could you please put in a time, when you comment, put the timestamp exactly when the current gen actually starts, so everybody else who watches this video can actually see it. I'll try to do it myself, but I may forget, honestly. So let's go on and get into this video. So the only play that we're talking about here is gonna be this, and of course I pass it up, Pats YN right here. Now for the defense, I'm gonna be starting off in dollar just because they have cover 4 drop. So I'm gonna be showing you cover 4 drop, cover 2, cover 3, man coverage, and then I'm gonna switch over and show you some match coverage. So I'll show you cover 4 quarters, cover 6, and then I'm also going to show you cover 4 palms. So then we'll take a look at current gen, and it's going to be the same process. So make sure you watch this video throughout if you play both gens. So let's go on and get started, man. Now one thing you want to do is when you run this offense, you want to make sure that your 3 receivers are to the wide side of the field. That is extremely important. They need to be to the wide side. Now what I'm going to do is, first and foremost, I'm going to spy 2 of these guys. Now I'm spying them because this is all Madden practice mode, so sheds are crazy, and I even put in garbage defensive line, but I still find myself having to spy them. So anyways, for the setup, also you only need slot apprentice, okay? You just need them in this spot right here where Russell Gage is. You don't need to have hot route master. I just picked it just because it was easier for me to do this, but you don't need hot route master. You only need a slot apprentice, okay? And this is very MUT friendly setup as well. So what you want to do, you want to block your tight end, you want to take triangle, you want to put him on a crosser route, and you want to take triangle and motion him across. Now when you motion him, you want to snap it right after he crosses the numbers. So, well, right when he touches the numbers, I would say. And you're gonna see why here. So look at triangle, then also you're gonna have to buy time in the pocket, but I just want to show you that you can throw this, okay? Now look, I know I need to say this right now because there are gonna be people who comment like, real, there's no way you can have enough time to throw this in XYZ. You only want to call this bomb setup if your opponent's rushing 3 or less people. If they're rushing 4 people, you can still do it, but you need to have a great offensive line, okay? So please, please, please. Now, the reason why I love this setup is because if you run this setup, you actually have an immediate dot that you can hit, and we'll talk about that right now. So essentially what's going to happen here is we're going to force the user to have to choose between these 2 routes right here. Now this crosser route, because of this unique setup, it's going to be open every single time. They are going to have to use or guard this. They have to, okay? So what that means is a lot of times what you can do here is you can actually dump this down right here if you're getting blitzed, or you know, if they're getting pressure, or you have the ability to playmaker him, which I'll show you that in a second. But I just want to show you that this throw is going to be this wide open every single time, and it's cool because we have a backside bomb that we can hit. All right, so let's just say they're rushing, you know, 4 people or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same setup for you again, motion them across. Now I just want to show you something, okay? We know triangle is going to be open, right? So let's say you don't have enough time to hit, you know, triangle. Let's say you need something. So what you can do, you can actually playmaker that guy, and you can actually throw it. You can playmaker him inside, outside, up, down, or you can just dump it to him immediately, okay? So if for some reason you need an outlet, a quick pass to hit for some reason, then you have that option, okay? That's why I like this setup so much, and it's because of this unique route right here, because he will pick up the blitz first. Most of the time. Now, next thing I want to show you is what if they deep half, because I know some of you guys are going to ask that. So I put circle on a deep half. I don't know why it's not showing up. Let's see here. All right, so I'm going to re-baseline. I'm going to individually back him off. So he is in a deep half, okay? And I just want you to see what it looks like versus that deep half. And this is kind of how the video layout's going to be. I'm going to show you just every coverage and kind of just talk about it a little bit. But essentially, this is going to be the setup. Now, there is an alternate setup I do like, but I'll get to that in a second. Now, look at how the deep path reacted. So we're still going to be able to fit that in there. It's not a one-play touchdown, no, but we get a big old chunk yardage. So that's always nice to get right there. Now, next coverage we want to talk about is cover 2, and I'll do cover 4 drop here in a second. And again, I'm only spying this many people because pass rush animations are just that wild, and I don't want to run the same setup over and over again. Now, don't mind this. It's the same setup that I just showed you. It's just practice mode being practice mode. So when I would cover 2, there is another option I like, but I just want to show you something. We're still able to throw that pass right there. And on current gen, it's actually gonna be a little bit different of a setup, but I just want to show you that on next gen we can still throw that. But current gen, there is a different setup for this particular play. And again, we have the option to throw this ball right here. Now, we have this option only because of this crosser route. When we motion over this crosser route, it's gonna push back the hook zones and it's gonna push back vertical hooks. So we're gonna always have this quick outlet if we want it. So if there was a blitz or if somebody gets an instant shed, you have an option. All right, now this crosser route, watch, I said, is gonna get wide open because of this little out route right here. Is gonna pull down any non-zone drop corners, and if they are zone dropping this guy, then we're gonna be able to throw this little speed out route almost all day because this guy will be way up here, if that makes sense. So that's why I really love this little combination, right? So next thing we'll look at is cover 4 drop. Now with cover 4 drop, is gonna be the same exact thing, but I just like going through each coverage so you can actually see yourself, you know, how the defense fares versus it, instead of having to do this in practice mode yourself. Now, square, as you're going to be able to tell, you're going to be able to throw that, and we're going to pretty much have a one-play touchdown versus cover 4 drop. And again, I know I keep going this replay, but it's really important that I stress this, okay? This crosser route right here is going to be wide open, okay? It's going to be wide open every single time, and I'm showing you that just so you know it's really hard to actually guard this particular concept. Now, man coverage, I wouldn't try to run this versus man. There are just a ton of better setups you can use versus man, but I just want you to see at least what it looks like. But again, I would not use this setup versus man coverage. There's better setups than this versus man. But I just want to show you that, you know, you could potentially, I don't know why I even threw that, but you could potentially throw it, but you need a different setup for you to actually throw this post route open, because the reason why is in man coverage, this deep blue does not get glitched out like it does in cover 2. So that's why it's a little harder to throw. Now, yes, we can still possibly float that if you have a speedster, but in theory, there is just better setups to use. And again, this crosser route is just going to be money because it is a motion over crosser route, and they're just extremely hard to guard in this game, okay? Now, that's it out of standard coverage. And again, please keep in mind, when your opponent zone drops, it doesn't change, you know, the bomb plays, if that makes sense. So they're still going to be able to bomb. It's just they're going to be able to be in certain spots of the field. So what we're going to do here is come out in cover 4 palms, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at everything. And I'm going to go ahead and spy these 3 just so I can have time. Now, we're going to block our tight end. We're going to put triangle on a crosser. Go ahead and motion them across. And again, we're going to have this crosser route pretty much every single time. Look at triangle, and square also does get open if I didn't get an out of range bullet pass from hitting my lineman. But you seen how both of them was going to get open. Now, that's cover 4 palms. Cover 4 palms is actually the only thing that can actually get shredded. In next gen, they actually play this concept really well for match. So cover 4 quarters, cover 6 are gonna play it. Whoa, what just happened? Okay, never mind. It was doing a little weird thing. But look at square. I was trying to show you that square is actually just not gonna be able to get open. And it's like that for cover 6 as well, but the trade-off is that we'll have our crosser route that gets open every single time. Now, there is an alternate setup I'm about to give you that you can try, and I'll show you here, but I just want to show you that there's no user. You're going to be able to throw that cross route all day. So people who use their D lineman and try to run match, they're not going to be able to do that again with this play. You just need literally 5 seconds to be able to hit that motion over crosser. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and motion them over. Now, if I was doing this in game, I would put my fastest receiver where square is. I don't know why practice mode does that. It would make it look like it's not guard them. But look at triangle. But most importantly, I was just showing you that square. We're just going to have a hard time getting that open. Now, if you know how to aggressive catch on people, do the rocket catch, then this is perfect for you, okay? I don't know how to do it, so I don't mess with that, okay? Now, an alternate setup that I would like to try is this setup right here. And we're going to use it versus cover 4 quarter, since that's just the most other common type of match. and then we'll see exactly how it fares. Now, normally this, in theory, this should work against cover 4 quarters, simply because that slant is going to be able to get in a nice little spot. So right there, I still couldn't throw it because I didn't have enough time, but you get the idea that that slant is going to sit in just such a great spot. And again, this setup right here would be really good for man coverage if you want a man coverage variation. But I was trying to throw this before, I just got absolutely screamed at. And this is what I be talking about, y'all. When I say practice mode sheds are crazy, look how he just gets bullied, and that's just like a 60 overall. Anyway, it's really nice because this right here is going to set up really great between these two, and of course we have the crosser. So just a lot of great things. So what we're going to do here is we're going to quickly switch to current gen, and we're going to kind of wrap this video up. All right, so we got current gen here. Now what we're going to do is kind of pick up where we left off at. So again, we're going to kind of quickly go through every coverage. So this is cover 3. Now what I'm going to do here is just spy these guys again, and what we're going to do here is just set up literally the same exact play, the same exact setup, and I just want to show you what it will look like. So we're going to snap the ball right about here, and again, look at R1, notice how we could playmaker him if we want to, and then square, we're just going to wait for him to kind of go by him, but you want to look for the animation where they let you throw it as he's running past him. Now on current gen, it's a lot harder to throw that because you really have to know the timing of it, and what I mean by that is you're reading this safety right here. You need to wait until he gets about right here, and then you want to go ahead and throw the ball. So if you wait too long, they actually will stop. So you want to throw it as he's crossing. So actually I threw this ball a second too late, so I'm gonna run it for you one more time, just to kind of show you when you need to throw this, because if you don't throw this ball at the right time and they're playing cover 3, then you're pretty much gonna throw a pick, to be honest with you, or incompletion. You know, they may drop it. You know, it's Madden, so nothing's guaranteed on this game. But basically you're gonna need more time with this play, because you need to throw this ball right about now, because you want to throw it to where he's running past them, and normally you get a good possession catch. Now in current gen, you really need speed. Next gen, you can get away with not having so much speed, but current gen, I would put Scotty Miller there 10 out of 10 times, because you need to be able to run past this guy, because on current gen, he's gonna just run past him. You can tell you want to throw this ball kind of down and to the left, well, to the right a little bit, and you normally want to possession catch it when it's that close, and normally they'll give it to you, but we are in practice mode. Okay, now next thing I want to show you is cover 4 palms. So here we go with palms. Now, so what I'm gonna do here is spy, and to save time, just know that you want to use this setup right here, the one I showed you for it's the one I showed you for next gen. So it's going to be the same way versus current gen. It's going to look the same, if that makes sense. So circle is going to be open still, and then we're going to read between triangle and then square. I just wanted to show you that square does not get open. So just be very mindful for that. So you might be saying, real square, the slant wasn't open, but look who actually ends up matching it. So if you pay attention, it's actually going to be the user, aka the 3-rec, because normally when you face match coverage, they're normally going to use it a 3-rec. So if you could picture the 3-rec not being there, we have a wide open slant. And also with this crosser route, most of the crosser routes are going to torch man coverage, especially with the safety guard and the receiver. So we're going to have, you know, just a great matchup. So the user is going to be wrong no matter what. All right, so next we got cover 4 quarters, and I'm going to try to make this video go a little faster. So what we do here is block our tight end. Here we go, circle on a slant. All right, so I'm gonna let the motion carry over just in case, because sometimes people don't switch up their defense, surprisingly. But look at triangle and then square, you also have a chance with. Now it's gonna be a speed based thing, so that's why Stokes was able to keep up with them. But you should have your fastest player there if you're on current gen. Okay, it's necessary. Now I'm just going to replay really quick just to show you that the slant, just want you to see it. If they don't re-baseline, the slant doesn't get open as nicely, but you still can throw that. That's still open in Madden terms. And also keep in mind, we're still going to have this crosser out. And also, look who actually ends up matching with it. This is going to be our, actually, I'm not sure, because actually, yeah, this is the quarter because they're drifting that side. This is actually a 3-rec right here. It just looks a little wonky because I motioned them. Well, because, you know, I motioned somebody over. But anyways, last thing I want to show you is cover 6. Then I also want to show you cover 2. Because cover 3 is still going to work the same. Cover 4 drop is still going to work the same way. So I don't want to just waste your time, you know. So I want you to get out there and actually try. We're going to put circle on the slant. I almost forgot to do that. So anyway, we're going to let this snap right about here. And it's going to be the same thing, literally triangle and then square. Like I said, it's going to come down to speed. You know, that's why Stokes is just all over it. But again, you don't even have to read that versus match coverage, okay? Unless it's just wide open. Because normally, if they play match, I just personally love to read between the slant, and then I love to read between this crosser route, because either way, we're going to make the user choose between the slant and this crosser route, okay? So, that's actually going to wrap it up for this video. I want to make sure I don't want to mention nothing else. Cover 2, I'm sorry. Let's talk about cover 2, and that's it. I knew I was forgetting something. So with cover 2 for current gen, you have to do the same setup as if it's match coverage. So you have to do it like this and motion the guy across, because in cover 2, this slant is going to push back that safety on the right side. You have to put that slant to widen out that safety. See how the safety actually widens out? That's going to allow us to be able to split the seams. Now in next gen, it's not necessary because the safeties are going to, you know, kind of react the same way. But for current gen, you have to put this slant, because notice how the safety is widening out, and we're going to be able to have this seam. Now I'm gonna show you real quick what it looks like if we don't put circle on the slant. We try to use the original setup, and then after that, I promise that's the video. And I appreciate you guys for sticking around, those of you guys who stuck around this far. But I just want to show you real quick why it's necessary for the slant. And keep in mind, this setup right here works on next gen. This works on next gen. I just want you to see how it looks on current gen. Notice how it's just not going to be open. So you really have to put that slant to move that safety. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this video though. I do hope you have a blessed day. Please let me know if you like this style of video, the flow of it, because if so, I'll do more of it. If not, you know, I'll just separate it next gen, current gen. And if you do like it, like if you like this flow of it, please drop a like or a comment and let me know, like, hey, real, you know, I liked it, or you know, what tweaks you think I can make to it, because I want to be able to please both of you guys, you know, the current gen people and the next gen people. So without further ado, man, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I do hope you have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.